This video is made for adult collectors because he needed that. Wait, no, wrong Ratchet. Oops. The other day when I walked into Walmart and saw these three sitting on the shelf, I actually did a little skip. You know, when you're at the store and you see something, you're like, oh, and then run over there. I did that. I was just excited to see new stuff on the shelf. I didn't really want to make this thing's video because I wasn't ready yet. So I'm glad. Oh, his leg fell off. I'm glad these were there. Animated Ratchet. Oh shit, wrong one. Be gone. There. Animated Ratchet. I think once the rumors of an animated Ratchet came out, we were all collectively just kind of figured it would be on the Hoist Trailbreaker mold. And honestly, it fits so damn well, like too well. Obviously, it's not spot on to the original design, but for this new, hey, take the show style and put a bit of G1 in it, this works very well for me. It was already a pretty good mold to start with. The only awkward thing about the original mold is just kind of gone here, those back fins. This is a really nice Ratchet. Oh, this was bought at Walmart Canada. Here's the box, not sponsored. This mold with the way it does the stomach and the waist is so, like, it fits this character so well. It's great. Oh, and also Lockdown's gun thing can technically peg into the arm because it's 5mm, so you have that cross compatibility. My friend showed me this configuration for Lockdown and I kind of dig it. I do like how all of his bits mount on the back, though I wish they were mounted on the inside rather than the outside. Also, what is this? Why does bro come with a bottle opener? I guess because he has a beer gut, they think he's gonna drink beer or something. I don't know. Also, this is a can of beer, which you don't open with a bottle opener. We don't have bottled beer at the moment. We do have 75% alcohol though, but don't ever drink that. The plastic feels fine for the most part. It is a very hollow figure because it goes from a small-ish alt mode to like stretching into this robot. Thus, everything has to tuck into places. So inside the robot, there's a lot of empty space. And while it doesn't feel bad by any means, that reason I just explained means it feels a bit on the lighter side and like a wee bit flaky, if that makes sense. Again, not a bad feeling, just lighter than I would expect. He has his, what are these called again? Well, time to go on the wiki to research, then get distracted and watch some shows, and then watch some more shows, then get back to my research. Electromagnets, that's what they are. They can mount on his arms, but they're stupid tight to get out. I might sand down the port on the inside of the arms because they fit fine in his backpack. Head sculpt is perfect to me. It's a bit on the small side, but I'm glad they did the broken crest and he's got that sad, depressed look because he was a cranky ass in the show. His feet are on the small side, but surprisingly, he can stand pretty damn well with most poses. And being on this mold, he poses very well. That plus the lack of the shoulder wings make him such a joy to move around. You ever wanted like every standardized articulation joint in one figure? This is a prime example of that. Everything is here. There's nothing missing. There's actually double knees. It's great. Like there's, and you know, he's a larger figure, right? He's got a bigger like mid torso section, but that doesn't really limit anything. It's great. The head is on a ball joint. There isn't really much in the way of tilt, which is unfortunate, but you can do a full 360 degrees. You can look up that far and down that far. The shoulders, they can do a full 360 as well. They can go out all of the way. You do have bicep rotation, a single jointed elbow that bends more than 90 degrees because of the transformation, and there is, it's kind of tight, but there is a wrist rotation in there, really tight. Is this one looser? Yeah, this one's looser. Okay, this side's a little tight. I'll have to fix that. Does have a waist joint, so you can do that. They've rounded off the hip. So you see the top part there is round. So when you rotated the waist, there's no hindrance. Yay. I think the Trailbreaker mode had some hindrance there. I can't remember. I can't find mine. I think I got rid of it. But I'm pretty sure it had some sort of hindrance there. But this doesn't. This moves very freely. So you have that waist joint. Hips can go forward that far. They can go back that far. They can go out all the way. You do have thigh rotation. This one's a little bit loose. This one's fine. This one's a tiny bit loose. You do have that knee bend, and if you want to use the transformation hinge, you get a double jointed knee, which is awesome. It just clips into there, and then you have a pretty good ankle pivot, so you can get Ratchet into some really dynamic looking poses because he's so full of like everything you'd want. It's great. I love it. He can even like reach into his backpack and pull things out of there if you want that pose, or you know, you can get him really low because of the hips and the waist, which is also very cool. Even though Ratchet never does this in animated, it's just nice. I really like this robot mode a lot. Out of the 5 deluxes from this wave, he is quickly becoming my favorite, which is a surprise because it was the figure I was looking forward to the least. Oh wow, it's an entirely red wave of deluxes. We got all red deluxes plus Mark. The transformation is similar to the previous versions of the mold, as you would expect. However, the way this does weapon storage is so masterful, more toys need to do this. All right, so that weapon storage is really, really good. However, like I mentioned earlier, getting these off the arms is a pain in the ass. So I've left this one slightly unpegged because it's easier to remove that. This one I've pegged fully in so you can see exactly how much of a struggle this is to get out. Oh, okay. I'm so scared of breaking that. So after this video, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of sandpaper and sand down the inside of this peg or port, because these peg into here for transformation. They go into the backpack and they peg in perfectly fine. And when I pegged Lockdown's weapon into his arm, it was stuck. So it's just the arms. But once you peg those in, you're gonna take off all the stuff at the back. All of this has space to go, so we'll do that. So to start with, we're going to fold up the legs at the transformation hinge, not at the knee. So you fold it up, it will peg into the thigh, the back of the thigh. Then you want to take the hammer and you want to peg that in between the legs and just leave it there like that. Then we're going to take the backpack and we're going to lift it up and out all the way. We're going to take the head and we're going to push the head in and get that all clipped in. Take the front section, bring this all the way up. We're going to then bring this section down and clip it into place. You want to take the arms and you want to bring them up. You want to fold them so that they're facing this way and then bring them down. The shoulders will sit into slots while you make sure the arms are facing down like that. Then it'll all just peg into the side, get everything squeezed together. Then you want to bring the arms up. You want to leave this section up. And this is where we're going to do the rest of the weapon storage. So this screwdriver jackhammer piece is going to go right here. This wrench is going to go right here. And then once you've done that, you're going to fold this entire front section up and then get the arms slotted into place. And then the bottle opener will go underneath the backpack in a very specifically sculpted spot there. Then you close the backpack up and you accordion this in and it will clip into place. Now you want to make sure there are these little tabs right here that have to sit into slots. So you want to push them in and just get them lined up. Sometimes it will knock this bit out of alignment. That actually, wow, it went in right away there. But so the camera's on, so it's gonna work fine, but normally it'll push this out of alignment, so you kind of have to like squeeze it all together, which is a tiny bit annoying just getting that back piece in place. But now he's all transformed into his alt mode, and every single weapon and tool is stored inside of it. There's nothing pegging in, hanging off the back or the side or whatever, right? It's all hidden away very nicely. Like you can't tell from any angles other than I flip it around and tell you that those are tools. I love that. Other than squeezing the back into place, this thing's conversion is so nice. Those weapon placements are perfect. They're all hidden, meaning you now have a much cleaner alt mode than the others of this mold that don't have like that massive gun sticking out that looks like a Nanny McPhee wart. Ground clearance is a bit because of the fists, but like that's the only thing I really don't like. Everything else is great. You can even open up the back section to put patience in it. Oh, okay, so the patient dies before the ambulance makes it to the hospital. Oh well. But he compresses down quite well into this ambulance, and it's clean. The paintwork is real nice, and all the colors match pretty well. He does the blue 86 windows thing, but that fits this design. I'm glad they aren't clear plastic, and it's that light cream eggs blue that works with this white and red. The back is a wee bit messy though. Like there's no lights or back end, it's just gappy and unclean, but it doesn't really bother me that much, but I know it will bother some. In the end though, I really like this figure. I'm so glad that because it had to be a retool, they went with this mold to retool because it fits so perfectly in my eyes, and I'm definitely replacing the old one with this guy. I for sure recommend grabbing one of these. It's just a really good Ratchet. But that's been my look at Age of the Prime's animated Ratchet. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.